Legend of Total War here with part 21, I think, of my Medieval 2 Total War Let's Play campaign as Venice. Right, so previously we finished off the Danes, and basically we've just got a handful of settlements left to conquer, 5 left, and then we're just preparing for the Mongols. Which I think in my Holy Roman Empire campaign, I paused the recording for a few turns while I just did that behind the scenes. We're just going to auto-resolve it. Hang on, before I auto-resolve it, let me just grab a bit of extra, because there's a lot of troops in there. Hang on, we should put... Who's the best commander? You? Yeah. Oh, man. Well, don't know why I was even worried. Barely lost anything. I have seen auto-resolves like that go completely sour, though. It's just because we're only up against rebels, and I don't care. So, we don't need these armies anymore. So, yeah, we just don't need them. So instead, we'll just send these guys around to different settlements to go and increase population growth. If they're chivalrous and if they're dreadful, well, whatever. Because it's the end of the road for them. Yeah, and we don't need most of these. Okay, so... and we don't need these either. Because I'm going to raise whole new forces to deal with the Mongols when they arrive. Alright, let's have a look. Now obviously I didn't need to disband those troops right that very second, because they were all free upkeep anyway because of the crusade. But I don't know. It doesn't matter, it makes no difference. I can't really make use of them. Like I said, the job of any... I've said this so many times. The job of any general is to win the war and then get the boys home. Those boys went home. You know, they get to live out the rest of their life in peace because we won the war. Like I said, if my soldiers don't... I don't expect them all to die in the line of combat. If we win the war, they get to go home. That's all there is to it. So that's why I fight them so hard for them, I guess. Alright, we got tons of money. Let's begin construction. Now, I think some people have asked me before, why don't I just put it on auto construction? But I've also explained that I actually enjoy choosing what to build. I like micromanaging these things. Sometimes it might seem like I rush through it, but that's largely because I want to make quick decisions, and I don't want to sit here for 5 minutes on each individual settlement, because then the series will run on for 1,000 fucking episodes. But if I was playing this game by myself, not recording, I would generally spend a lot more time thinking about my decisions. It's just on YouTube, you gotta sort of be come on, pick up the pace a bit, no one wants to see your contemplations between 3 fucking useless buildings. So, just make quick decisions. Not the best decisions, a quick one, but it's not really necessary that we make great decisions. The thing is, with the Blitz campaign, that's when all the thought behind it, I could do that off camera, and then plan a 30-minute episode and then go ahead and do it, and then spend another 3 hours planning the next one. But in a regular campaign, don't even bother. Just put it all live, just throw it all out there, it's all good. Because the thing is, if you were a general in real life back in the Middle Ages, you wouldn't spend 20 minutes planning a battle. You would spend days, if not weeks, if not months, planning it out, making sure the ground was just in your favor, making sure that the munitions were in order, making sure the weapons were sharpened, make sure the troops are drilled, make sure your commanders knew exactly what the fuck they had to do. At least a good general would. You'd plan out every single fucking possible action that the enemy could take, and try and come up with a counter for it. But of course, you know, you can't dedicate weeks and weeks and weeks worth of your time for one battle in a computer game. Things need to be sped up. That's the great things about computer games. So there's obviously some things that need to be streamlined. But the thing is, in the later Total Wars, they go too far with it. So it's like no planning required. Just spam one unit type and you're fine. Because there's no downside to it. Okay, looking good. So, 4 settlements left to go. We've got this battle to do during the end turn, possibly. And then there's 3 up here. We've besieged the settlement. We're just going to maintain that siege. That fight will probably have to be fought manually because there is a fuckload in there. I think what happened is that the Russian forces that were on their way to Vilnius, when they turned rebel, they're like, oh well, might as well just join them here. So they've joined Livonia, basically. Bastards. Alright. Huh, the odds are actually in my favour. Well, that's what I was expecting. So I brought 3 knights. Now, if I auto-resolve that, it would either be a draw or a defeat. Both cases unacceptable. We need a victory. Alright, so... excuse me, try and kill their desert cavalry first.
Lord protect us.
Oh, what a cunt. Doesn't matter, we don't need him. Okay, maybe I should try a little bit harder. Oh shit. That's not good. You better come back. We're not done with you yet. That was just fucking desert cavalry. How the fuck did you lose against that? I mean, yeah, I know the general died. That does make... oh shit. Someone get rid of them. Right. Yeah, okay, so that one's gone. Don't worry about them. We can do it with what we've got left.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge. We are blessed. The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell. Lord preserve us. We have lost half of our men.
We'll be fine. Right, charge into that.
The enemy are badly the enemy.
There's no need to worry about this.
All of Christendom.
Probably not the best of results, but we didn't need it to be.
The day is ours, Lord. The enemy are beaten. No,
Might convert that to a town.
We have conquered. Splitting our forces.
Alright, so we've got... oh. Oh well. Doesn't matter if they desert. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Alright, so 3 settlements left to go. How the fuck did all 3 of them get in there? Or did I put them in there? It doesn't matter. Alright then, so what else are we doing? Okay, Moscow and...
Yes. Name thy enemy, Lord.
let me just make sure no more desertion happens until we're done with it.
My Lord.
Oh, piece of shit.
Your orders, noble one. We march on our victory.
Okay, looks like someone attempted to take Moscow with the Russians. That should be an easy order resolve. Maybe I should save those for the other guy who probably actually really does need more troops.
Yes, Lord. Hiding our forces from enemy eyes, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy. Laying siege.
Oh, he doesn't get a chance for them. That's fine.
Name thy enemy, Lord. We shall send them to hell or worse. March.
That'll be the end of the line for all of them.
Wars, then, my Lord. Let me strike, my Lord. My Lord.
Mott and Bailey's are easy, but of course we want to wait until until this is
When
done.
shall we attack the walls then, my lord?
Orders.
Alright then, so, construction. Let's go. It might be a good idea to start queuing up lots of construction in regions that don't really matter too much. So I don't have to, you know, constantly keep coming back to check on it. Actually, this settlement will grow soon. Whoops. Now, because I've demilitarized myself, because the crusade will be over, we should still be making basically the same amount of money, or even more. I do wonder why they didn't make the Mongols in this pagan. It doesn't make sense that they'd be Islamic. I know that they would have converted like hundreds of years later, but well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Would have been good to have an actual pagan faction, apart from, you know, the Aztecs, who are really just a gimmick in this. It's just like you go over there and you just instant stomp them. Don't need that anymore, so that's good. Hang on, at Baghdad, this is... It's one of those settlements where it could come under attack. Be one of the first to come under attack, so I would need to get this to large city first. I really need to sort of hurry it up. But we also need to worry about the public order, so if we build that, that'll increase it by a little bit, but I also need that farming. The problem is the public order's not good. What if I was to build... Yeah, whatever, just get that going. The thing is, though, large settlements, as in cities, are not necessarily easier to defend against the Mongols. Sometimes they're actually harder. It depends. Depends on the situation. Citadels, though, much easier to defend. I mean, three tiers of defense is much better than 1 or 2. Especially if you've got ballista towers. You just fall back to the next level if they start breaking through. So many choke points that you can use. Because that's really the Mongols' weakness. If you can get them to not fight on the field, get them to fight in a castle, you know, their horse archers don't count for as much. We've still got 14,000 left over, making a shit ton of money per turn. Alright, now, another thing that we should do is actually have a look at the garrisons of every settlement. And make sure that if it's not free upkeep, well, we do something about it. Okay, that'll become free upkeep. Durazzo, large town. So just plonk them in and then disband that. And that, it won't save us heaps amount of money, but it'll add up over time. Oh yeah, that one. Oh, he's pretty much free upkeep. I was going to put that in a castle ages ago, but... not in a castle, in a fort, but... well, I never got around to it. Fairly sure these 3 are all, yeah, dreadful generals. So I wouldn't worry about them too much. Okay, Bordeaux. Disband that, and just leave 2 peasants in there. Oh god, where are we? There we are. Oh, you know what? This is kind of boring to do, so fuck it.
Command me. Men, we march.
It's fine. It's all good. That'll be the last of the desertion because it's time to take these settlements. Moscow, we should easily be able to auto-resolve that.
Name thy enemy, Lord. We shall send them to hell or worse. March. We show little mercy.
And now that I think about it, what we can do is just leave behind someone here. You. I'll convert this to a castle though.
Command me. Yes.
And I'll send them down here. And then we should actually be able to auto-resolve this. Because we've got a huge overwhelming force. A lot of dead troops, but it doesn't matter because we're disbanding them anyway. Sack it, this will also be maintained as a castle. Merge all units and disband them because we don't need them. And you can stay here, I suppose.
Orders. Yes.
Just leave that one behind because they're good. Now then, we've got 105 settlements, so on turn 40, it's time to take the last available settlement for the time being. I don't imagine this will be particularly difficult. We've got much higher quality units than theirs. And this is not a large town, it's what's it called, a town, just a regular town, which is so much easier to assault. Didn't fight, just squeakiness of the chair. Some people have been commenting lately, what are you doing, Legend? You're always fighting. It's like, I'm actually never farting. It's actually just squeaky chair. I'm not saying I don't ever fart. I totally do. Just usually not when I'm making videos. I mean, if I was gonna do it, I'm the kind of guy that will put the microphone close to my ass before doing it, so you guys really, yeah, you can really hear it. But at the same time, I kind of can't be bothered. Alright. I've got all these battering rams here. Clearly not needed. Okay, we should easily be able to outrange them. Makes sense to try and shoot them first. We can outrange them. So yeah, mercenary Frankish knights. Okay, actually, drop that. Stop them from coming out. Motherfucker. Alright, it's alright.
It is unwise.
We don't need this battle to go down fantastically well.
Men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
But it's going pretty well. Alright, start knocking down the wall. Oh, what's going on here? Oh shit, over this side as well. It's all good. Like I said, it doesn't matter if we lose the entire army on this battle, as long as we win.
The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
Okay, well that's all their cavalry dealt with, I think. You guys should stand back. No, shooting, come on, get in there and shoot them.
We are through the enemy's walls, into the breach for glory and victory.
Right, send everyone in as well. Doesn't even matter if the generals die.
Battle is give grace to God. We have captured the enemy's walls.
Okay, yeah, but that being said, don't throw them away.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So it's like what I've always said. General's job to kill the enemy, get your boys home. And although I'm sort of not really caring that much about it right now, it's a computer game, my boys are going to go home. They're going to go home, they're going to live whatever left of their shit life in peace, and it will be the next generation, their children that have to deal with the Mongols. Or their grandchildren.
My lord! Our men are in command of the castle!
And all of my brutality across the world gives us 50 years of peace, where nobody gets killed in war, because there are no wars,
This is a
except for
clear
rebels.
victory that goes to only...
Ah, shut up.
The day is
Die,
ours.
but
The
die
enemy
quietly.
has beaten. God be praised for blessing us with victory.
Good. Okay, so you're very chivalrous. Good, you can help grow the settlement. Now, as for your troops, we don't need them anymore. Maybe just keep the armored sergeant.
Your orders, your orders.
This guy here's got some chivalry as well. Send him up to Riga.
We shall continue at first light. Establishing
Now,
the
let's have a look at our military. It's costing me 17,000. How the fuck is it costing 17,000? It just seems like a lot.
Let me strike, my lord. Yes.
I guess I don't need that.
Your orders, noble one.
Oh, right. I guess you can just stay at Hamburg now. Still, where the hell is all that money going to?
Command me. Let me command. Name thy enemy, lord. Your orders, noble one. Your majesty.
Couldn't possibly... Well, actually, these troops here, they do have upkeep costs.
Your orders, noble one.
Yeah, so it's like 250 per unit, per general. So how many generals do I have? Generals 29. So, okay, get the calculator up. Right, where is it? I mean, I can do it in my head, but it's so much more reliable if you get a calculator. So, 250 times 29, 7,250. Then there's still 10,000 unaccounted for. I mean, hang on. If I go to the faction leader,
Command.
his would cost more, right?
Let me strike, my lord.
Yeah, because he's got more of them. But that would just be him. What's wrong with you? Why is this down? Well, whatever. You stay there.
Strike, my lord.
So where is all that bloody cost coming from?
Yes. Your majesty.
Just seems a little bit high, that's all. There's some ships around the place. I know ships cost a little bit of cash. Hang on. If I look for admirals,
Your orders.
that's how we can get rid of them.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
That saves us a little bit of cash. But still, 15,000. Where the hell is that all going? Okay, Oslo does not need to be maintained as a castle. We're going to convert it to a city. So yeah, probably this episode, the next episode, and possibly even the episode after that, will just be me not doing any battles, just, oh god, maybe I should deal with that. No, they're not besieged, not blockading any ports. Just, I guess, having a peaceful time of it all. So if that's the kind of shit that you don't want to see, skip the next few episodes. But if that is something you want to see, because it's not something I do very often, well then, let's get to it then, shall we? Alright, so let's begin with some construction. Now, the amount of money that we've got coming in each turn should be enough to pay for all construction. So there should not ever be a settlement that we just don't have any money to construct anything in. Especially if we can keep improving, well, if we focus on economy first. So, this settlement here makes a fair amount from mining, but of course we do want to get the population growing. That's important, but there's no corruption here either. And it's not like it's not growing at all. So alright, build that. Extra 150, ooh. This settlement needs to grow, so let's dump the taxes there. We might be able to dump the taxes everywhere, actually. So yeah, just keeping an eye on anything. If I can lower the taxes, I will. Because we no longer need that much cash. It's terrible money. What we really need to do here is lower the corruption. But of course, there's nothing here that we can use for that. So let's just try and increase the population. Well, what here takes the least amount of time to construct. That's actually needed. So that only takes 2 turns, but it's also not really needed. I'll build a church, which it is somewhat needed. I'll raise another priest here. Now, priests and other agents don't cost anything in regard to army upkeep costs. Their cost falls under agent wages, or just wages, I suppose. Now, Sofia, that does not need to be left as a castle. We could make it a city, and you know what? I think I will. Because we'll never make use of it as a castle. I'm not going to be recruiting from there. It's in the center. Everything around the center of the map here. There's no point in recruiting from there. It just take too long to get to the danger zones. Or dangerous zones. Pamplona. Yeah, but over on the west though, there is some purpose in keeping castles, because when we want to go and attack the Americas, I want to train from castles over here. So yeah, keep Pamplona. That'll probably take it some time to get to Fortress, but that's fine. There's no rush. There's bloody 130 turns or whatever before we can get to the Americas. It's the east that we really need to focus on, because that's in danger next. Wait, Innsbruck does not need to be a castle. Which means some of this shit will get destroyed. But so be it. We'll make more money out of the city. Plus free upkeep for the garrison. But you get no free upkeep units on castles. And sometimes I get people saying stuff like, well, you do get free upkeep on castles, and then I say, no, that's stainless steel, you shithead. It's not the same as vanilla. I mean, it's pretty easy to mix up the mods between mods and vanilla sometimes, and people do it all the time. Because most people would play, well, I wouldn't know about most, but a lot of people would play more stainless steel than they would vanilla. But a lot of the things that are, basic in stainless steel don't translate to vanilla, and vice versa. It's not like it's just vanilla with more regions. There's a lot of things that have been tweaked. Okay, now, looking over here, we want to try and make as many castles as we can. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get someone with high chivalry. You're not exactly high chivalry. Someone has to get to here quickly to grow the settlement. The guy I think who's got the most chivalry is right here, but getting him all the way up there, it'll take him half his fucking lifetime. So I guess don't bother. So, are there any other large towns around here that should be converted to castles? No, that should do it. Nicosia can probably benefit from becoming a large town. So why did I build this? Because, yeah, like, I can't be bothered ferrying troops from one side of it to another. That's fine. So yeah, if we have a look at wages, that's where all the agent costs go into play. Spending 36,000 in corruption. Well, it's more like losing 36,000 in corruption. Okay, this goes to Benefactor Ermolo Selvo. Who the fuck is that? I gotta find this prick, wherever the fuck he is. Oh god, I've got a big long family tree. I gotta find this turd. There he is. Okay, where are you? Okay, what I want you to do,
We march. Name thy enemy.
quickly just get out in a boat.
Sporting now, my lord.
Okay, good. So that guy in there will help the population grow. And then return Rome to being the capital.
Yes. Who do I face? Your orders?
I'll keep that there because there could be more instances of him adopting chivalrous generals. So looking at the cost of it all now, yeah, still 15,000. Well, that's fine. Okay, let's continue construction. So yeah, the Mongols will show up in around 20-30 turns. Whatever, we'll just do whatever we want between now and then. Well, actually, we need to prepare. Now, if each building takes on average 4 turns to construct, then I should only need to be, like, building 25 buildings per turn. But then again, some of these things still take, like, 2 turns. Algiers probably doesn't need to be a castle. So we'll convert that to being a large town. Granada, leave that as a castle. Damascus. Damascus should be... Yeah, I'll leave that as a city because it's actually not making that much money. Oh, well, castle it is then. Because you need to make that decision before it becomes a, a minor city. In fact, once we convert to a castle, it can become a fortress directly after. Stelfen. I'll leave it as a fortress. Pamplona, yep. Hang on, the problem with this guy here, well, like, I don't need him in this settlement, and, yeah, public order goes to shit when he leaves. Still not enough religious influence. Well, I guess there's no downside in regard to growing it up even further. I mean, once it's hit huge city, that's probably the point where we really don't need him here anymore. I mean, he's 32 years old, we want him elsewhere. Man, that makes a shitload of extra money. Corruption still gets in the way, but that's fine. It's fuck all population in Trebizond. That's why we need a chivalrous general there, because you never know. The Mongols, they'll look for the weakest settlement you've got to attack. No, don't bother with that. We need the settlement to grow. So it's only a minor settlement at the moment. What else do we need? That'll probably help. That'll be faster, but I'll just get that anyway. Wait, Stockholm I think has a large silver deposit in it. But it's also corrupt as fuck, so maybe we'll just go with a bit of extra law. Dublin also has lots of silver, but alright, we're going to convert this to a town. I'll leave Carnarvon as a castle, I think. I need this settlement to grow, so yeah, keep that up. Helsinki can remain as a castle, yep. Alright, good. And we're saving up huge amounts of cash, so I really don't need to go around, like, trying to scrounge for every single cent. Yeah, that is common whenever you convert a city to, a castle to a city. Mission failed, don't care. Alright, I left a lot of troops here that I guess I don't need. We'll eventually, you know, recruit better ones for when the Mongols arrive. Well, we need this to get the fucking citadel if we can. I've always found the Timurids to be a lot easier to sort of beat, because you build up your castles a hell of a lot more before they arrive. Well, not a lot easier. It depends. They're harder to fight on the field, that's for sure, because they're fucking elephants. We need population growth here. Happiness doesn't really affect castles as much, so yeah, go with land clearance, because we need this to grow like a motherfucker. So he's essentially doubled the growth, which is good. Alright, yeah, there's really just construction to do, that's it. Okay, yep, dump the taxes there, don't need it. Oh man, that is a lot of money. But they've already got... Oh yeah, it's exports, 2 exports, so that would just add a third. Yeah, that's definitely the way to go. No. Wouldn't worry too much about cathedrals just yet. Sofia just turned into a large town. Won't be long until it's a minor city. Yeah, we don't need high taxes anymore. I mean, we're saving up heaps of cash. Now's the time where more money will come from trade than taxes. So yeah, there's no... I mean, we still get more money if we do tax it, but it's not needed. I wish there was something more to comment on. All these settlements, they just don't have much to do. Just construct shit. I mean, there's Legend the Builder. Well, built this huge empire. And let's move on. What does the Pope want? Fuck off. I haven't seen any Inquisitors lately though, or at all. Suppose they'll start showing up soon. Don't care. Pope loves me. Who else can he love, really? Yeah, we just don't really have access to good or great units just yet. Let me see here. From the barracks. Man, fuck me, there's a lot of stuff to build. Alright, so what will we eventually get? Cavalry militia, pike militia. I suppose with these later ones here, this is where all the gun units come into play. Pikes. Pikes are really useful against nothing, really. Useful against in defensive cities. They're actually very useful for that. So then, let's continue construction. I'm just gonna start slamming in a few here and there. In settlements that don't really matter, like central ones, I'm just gonna, yeah, oh shit. I'm just gonna dump it all into the queue. Because in these settlements, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, we're making heaps of money. I don't need to be super efficient with it all. Just keep it constructing something. And I'll just worry mainly about the ones that are around here, where the Mongols are actually going to show up. Because these guys here, they're not going to get affected by it. Where's Adana? Yeah, no, that needs to be made a castle. No, Damascus is one of those settlements I need to keep an eye on. Good. Everything's going well. So yeah, don't care about that. Top the taxes because don't need it. Oh, hang on. That's one of those settlements I need to look after. Probably don't really need the chapel that much. We need to start thinking about high-level construction. Now, what kind of construction troops can we get from castles? Armored sergeants, Venetian heavy infantry. I guess they'll come in handy. Oh great, lost my spot. That one has the potential of coming under threat, so if we can increase the population... Oh shit. It's only at 459. It's going to take it forever to get 10 times larger. We've only got like 30 turns before the Mongols arrive. I usually kind of hope that they show up around Baghdad. Because if they show up the north here, it's a lot harder to sort of get them into choke points. This is the steps. That's where they have the advantage. Down here, not so much. Oh no, Tbilisi. This one I need to look after. Need to get the population going. So yeah, each turn should go by a little bit faster now. Now that we've queued up a hell of a lot of construction. And then let's move on. And we don't start recruiting just yet because it just means we have to pay for the... Oh, god damn it. Fucking rebels.
The enemy lays siege, my lord, but
Okay, yeah, this is definitely good. I'm gonna put him in Sarkil. Same guy, right? Yep.
name thy enemy, lord.
Good. That'll help increase population growth by 1.5%. Which is huge.
Yes. Command me. Yes, marching.
Now, we need to get rid of these goddamn rebels.
Noble one.
You know, I think it might be actually be the Steam version of it that actually gets the rebels to besiege, because I'm not used to seeing this kind of shit. Oh man, I don't have enough troops. I mean, I got some. I mean, I was hoping to just auto-resolve. It doesn't let me do that, is it? Well, we'll just have to fight it manually then. Hang on, did they... Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Your orders, noble one. Your orders,
I hired all those... Oh, hang on, here's what we do.
Orders, my lord.
Your orders, noble one. With God's blessing and yours.
Alright, so I need to get my guys together as quickly as possible. Oh my god, 3 generals. This is actually going to be very hard. The odds are slightly in my favor, but the problem is, they start united, I'm all over the place.
We attack.
I gotta get all my guys together and smash them.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt these turn of events.
Let's just hope they remain passive. Because, yeah, we are outnumbered. They remain passive. Okay, good. Now, another problem is fatigue. Now, normally I wouldn't give a shit about it. But in a battle like this, where we really need every advantage we can get, because they have cavalry superiority, we can't afford to let our guys get exhausted. So yeah, they have to walk. The thing is, even when walking, they can get tired. Now, I need to have a little closer look at this army. So we got crossbows. Yeah, those aren't like good crossbows though. So if we can get into a little bit of a skirmish first, that might work. But they've also got a high ground advantage. It's their mounted units that I'm concerned about. I mean, these guys here can do a little bit, but not heaps. I mean, I've got mounted units as well, but they just have more. Alright, so yeah, really need to walk on a battle like this. Because there's a little bit at stake. These guys will give me a bit of a setback if they took it. If they, yeah, took Vilnius. So they outnumber us, but our troops are better. I just hope our general is going to maintain morale. Probably should have checked to see whose general was better. I wasn't really looking at that. I was just looking at the troops. So puts this up this way. It's like one cavalry unit of Kazakh, maybe. maybe I wouldn't worry about them too much. The thing is, if it came up this way, the ground is less high for them. So it's less high ground. I mean, they still do have a high ground advantage, but it would be slight. And when we start shooting at them, they'll have to get off the high ground to come at me, or else suffer, you know, a full load of ammunition, which will be enough to wipe out probably half their army, which they can't afford to lose just off the crossbows. So you can see they're warmed up. The thing is, crossbows are going to get exhausted just by shooting. Oh, shit. Just by shooting. Alright, I think they're... What are they doing? There's actually even ground, pretty much. Almost. Okay, we need to get much closer than that. Alright. No, not almost in range, but not quite yet. Just keep inching forward until we're there. Very close. Come on, like one more step and then we've got him. Maybe not. The angle's not good from here, though. Well, whatever. Just have to shoot over the fucking mound. Well, so be it if that's what needs to be done. Well, hang on, are they coming at us or what? They're just reforming, like, close by. Okay, what I need to do, I need to get rid of these crossbow militia. I can't let them shoot at my guys. Because they've got the high ground here, they'll do more damage. I don't actually need to hit them, I just need to harass them. Because I really need to save these guys for the end part of the battle. How are we going so far? We're winning at the moment, but it's too early days to really call it. 12% is really just, yeah, just skirmish troops. I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'd like to be in a better position, but we don't have time to move around. So what are they doing? Are they coming at us full throttle now? It looks like it. Alright, let's go. No, not you. Not you. You come out of there. I need you to go around and get rid of their missile units. And you just stay there. If you get killed, it doesn't really matter. But just keep them away from the missile units here. You shoot that fucking general. I wish I didn't have the low ground. So we've got a 20% advantage at the moment, percentage-wise. This guy's not going to let us. Need to lure him somewhere where he's going to get shot. Doesn't matter if you die, just lock him in place. God damn it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, they're getting shot. However, this is their general right here, I think. If I charge into his rear, if I get a good solid charge into him, could be enough. How are we going now? We're starting to take more casualties. Come on, good solid charge.
It seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Here, you shoot this one here. You Because I don't even know which one the general is. It might actually be this guy up here. Well, whatever. We've pretty much killed... Oh, then again, they did the same thing to us here. So, it's like a trade-off. Which isn't, you know, the best thing to do.
Our noble brothers have
That was just him, that's okay.
Without them, only half the enemy force remains.
You're the one that's important. Well, at least we killed off him, that's great. Enemy general's fallen. That's one of them. Not the right one, though. Okay, now you've got to get rid of these archers. They're the ones that are getting rid of my crossbows. He's getting shot to shit, which is great. You need to get rid of these guys. It looks like we've won the battle, but you never know. Try and run these guys down so they don't come back. Sure he's not in too much danger? No, he's alright.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
Alright, good. Press the attack on the enemy general, and also they've lost all their melee troops now. Get back, get back. Jesus Christ, they have to catch us. Move it. Still got their general. And they're dead set trying to bloody get rid of my general right now. But I think even if I lost my general, I think we've got this.
Our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
They recognize that their only hope is to kill my general. Come on, shoot him. Now's the perfect opportunity for you. Yeah, we gave up on it because he knew he couldn't win. Yeah, he's not going to last much longer. Even if he goes after the crossbows now, it's over. I've won.
Our army is tiring. The enemy. This
Good.
is a clear.
We got a clear victory, although most battles are either clear victories or clear defeats in this. So, lost a general, but that's okay. They've lost everything.
I most... Yes!
Thanks for your assistant, mercenary shits.
Your orders, number one.
Maybe we should buff up the garrison here a bit more. Oh well. The chivalrous guys here. Alright, let's do some construction. Oh, well, fuck it. We're an hour. Alright, do a little bit of construction and then we'll move on to the next turn. Next episode. Doesn't need high tax rates because we're making plenty of money. Oh, no, it's not what I wanted. And they just converted it from a castle. I'm not going to go straight back to it. No, that's not what we need. We need this settlement to grow. Next chivalrous general needs to go to Trebizond, I think. No, that's not what we need. Need this settlement to grow. Excuse me. Where's Tripoli? No, it doesn't need to be a castle. Let's let be a town. Alright, good. And we'll leave it there. So guys, that's the end of this episode. So like and subscribe. Part 22 is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.